In this how-to video, I'm going to show you how to create a quiz using the Builder tool, Quiz Builder. However, since we have already learned how to locate videos using Streaming Plus, and we have created assignments using Assignment Builder, I'm going to take a different approach to showing you how to create a quiz. You can still continue to go through Streaming Plus to locate your content and put it into My Content with no problem and still create a quiz. However, this time I'm going to use a 4th grade Essential Standard Science, as you'll see here on the screen, to create a quiz. And I'm going to show you this time how to take it and cut out a few of the steps and create it from where you find your content on the Streaming Plus. So if I would like to create a video or create a quiz using this particular segment, I can have the pull down menu, and when I click on the down arrow it says add to builder tool. I can create a quiz straight from the content that I've selected. When it comes up, it gives you different options of things you can do, and we're going to create Quiz Builder. So when it comes up, you're going to give your quiz a title, and I'm going to call this one Animals and the Environment. And I'm going to select grade 4 since this is the standard for that. And I'm going to go down and choose Science since this is the essential standard we're going to focus on. Just like when creating instructions for an assignment, you can also create quiz instructions, list your objectives, and notes. And if you so choose to do so, you can also go and add things from My Content. If you notice though, the Disappearing Frog movie that I just had previously selected is already there for us since I went straight from Streaming Plus. So at this point, I've already cut out a step already. You can choose to go back and add instructions. I'm not going to do that at this point because every teacher will have different instructions. However, at the bottom under Settings, you can choose to receive an email when a student completes the quiz. You can present the quiz question by question instead of all at once, which is what I prefer when working with elementary students. You can allow your students to view the graded quiz with correct answers if you so choose to do so, and you can even allow your students to take the quiz more than once. So I'm going to present the question by question instead of all at once, and I'm going to click in that box and put a check there and click Save and Continue. Just like in Assignment Builder, you have to choose where you want to save your quiz because oftentimes you will make the quiz in advance and you don't want to have to assign it right then. That way you have a place to keep it until then. Since this is science, I'm going to choose to put it in the science folder, and I'm going to save to selected folder. Right. From here, you can create your own questions, or if you choose to do so, you may search the Discovery Ed library to find questions that have already been created. However, since you know your students, I would prefer creating my own questions. So it even tells you on the screen to add a quiz question, click Create a Question. So I'm going to click the plus. At this point, you'll scroll down, and in the yellow box, you're going to see different types of question types. It can be a single answer, a multiple choice, short answer, or even a true/false. So I'm going to ask a question here, and I'm going to do I think I'm going to do a short answer for this one. So my question is going to be this. Because they should have watched the video, and then they're going to tell me how does, whoops, I've got too many words here, how does changing the environment impact the life of a frog? Okay. If I want to, I can give them the video again to watch, but I'm not going to this time. I could give them a hint, but I'm not going to do that as well. So I'm going to finish editing, and that question is complete. Okay, how does changing the environment impact the life of a frog? Now, I can create an additional question if I so choose to do so, and then I can rearrange the order of the questions if I want to. So let's create another question. And I'm going to use some short answer questions, even though you could do multiple choice or other answers. But I want my kids to explain their answer. So I'm going to say, if the ozone disappears, what might happen to the animals? And let's click that spelling. Yeah, again, I could give them a hint. I could give them a movie to watch if I so choose to do so. But the one movie that they watched gave them some hints already, so I'm going to finish editing. So you'll notice when I scroll up, I've got these two questions here, and if I want to redrag and rearrange the order, I just drag and drop, and I'm going to save and continue, because maybe those are the only two questions I want them to answer in this particular quiz. Okay, when I'm finished, I can choose a starting date and a due date, just like you would if you were going to assign an assignment or a probe or a benchmark. You assign the class that you would like to give it to. You can even preview if you chose to do so to see what it will look like, and it gives them a place to type their answers if you notice. So I'm going to close this window, and I'm going to save and continue, and it will ask you, it says, hey, you're about to navigate away, is that okay? And I'm going to click okay because I want to save this quiz for later. So now if I want to go, you can see I have that quiz right here, but it's also going to be up if I click my content. Since I saved it in the science folder, it should come up with my folders, and I'm going to click science, and let's see if that assignment is there. Look, animals in the environment, there's the quiz, and if you choose at this point, you can go and assign it to your students. If you change your mind, you want to get rid of it, you can delete it right there, or you can move and copy it to another folder, or you can edit it if you want to add some more questions to it later. So that's how you create a quiz, this time straight from the Streaming Plus movie itself.